Okay. Next up, we are gonna do a Monster Train League game. Let me fetch the code, share code real quick. So the share code for today, is that how it works? It's challenge, isn't it? No, that works. So today we are gonna do the third game in the Monster Train League, which is Melting Remnant Umbra. Okay. So Melting Remnant with permadeath. That's an interesting one. Also, we start with 3 drafts. It's Covenant 1. So 3 more units in the deck from the start, but if we ever need to use them, we will most likely lose them. So Nathaniel and Narninian already completed this challenge. And from what I heard, they got pretty solid scores here. Narninian said, Nathaniel said Nate said he was very proud of his performance in this one. So let's jump in and see what this is all about. So just as a quick reminder, the Monster Train League this week, it's a total of 6 games. For every game, if you beat Seraph, you count the number of units left in your deck. And that's your score. And then whoever gets the highest score across all 6 games is the winner of the league. So our goal is not to go for the most points or for the cleanest kills or anything. Our goal is to keep as many units in the deck as possible, considering we are playing with permadeath. Entombed Explosive, obviously it's a unit, but the problem is it has an extinguish trigger, which usually means it needs to die to accomplish anything, which we don't want unless we can give it endless, which wouldn't be terrible. We have Immortal Trait and we have Votivary, which is a unit that is already endless, so we can't even lose it. Even if we tried, we would actively need to purge it, which we obviously won't do, but yeah. And our Seraph is gonna be the Spell Consume one. So let's look at the artifact. Ooh, okay. This is powerful. We have Votive Key, which makes the first unit we play each turn endless. And endless overrides permadeath. Yeah, that's interesting. Obviously we won't go with Reform, because even with endless or without, under permadeath you can't really reform units. So let's go with Harvest, which should be pretty powerful with the Votive Key and the Votivary. I'm interesting. This is gonna be very exciting. We want the gold, even if we take some damage to this. Thank you, this looks like it's gonna be a fun one. Yeah, we could reform morsels, could we? I'm not even sure about that. Let's start with an Entombed Explosive here, with Endless, obviously. Follow that up with Rector Flicker. I won't even try to deal with these guys. I just want to get the boss kill. These will deal 3 and then 9 and then 4 to our to our Pyre, which is okay with me. Let's play a Shade Splitter first. I was hoping for a Magma Morsel for an easy kill on the Collector. but I guess we have to use the Votivary for that. I don't want to play the drag. I really don't want it to burn out. Can we kill off the rubble morsel? Not really, huh? I guess we eat it then. And I think we play the Immortal Trait, just so we have a guaranteed win on the boss. I mean, it's already pretty much guaranteed anyways, but... Endless Lifesteal Morsel? That seems solid. And we might... Didn't I play the morsel first? Did anyone see what happened there? Why didn't I get the morsel back on top of the deck? Oh right, they have to... Oh, they have to die. Oh, okay. So I knew that was how it worked with things like Extinguish and Harvest and things like that. But I didn't know... Yeah, Endless says when this unit dies. I didn't notice that. Okay, that's good to know though. Pretty good first fight. It's never molded because we can't reform. Another Entombed Explosive doesn't really accomplish anything. We can only really play one each turn. Draft. I think Entombed Explosive is the safer play than Draft. And Tumbrasol, Pact Morsels, Immortal Trait. You know, I kinda wanna sacrifice more units than just one a turn. Potentially 2 Rector Flicker. So, Entumbra Assault or Pack Morsels could help with that. I think I want the Entumbra Assault also to deal with backline units. So, also we have some Morsel generation, so we could pick up a Gorge unit and that would be pretty interesting. I wouldn't mind an Endless Tomb on top of the Endless we get from Votive Key. The more Endless the better, basically. Let's go to the left. We also don't really have many spells to upgrade. Morsel Master and Morsel Maker. Is this something I'm interested in? Well, let's pick up a Morsel Master. It's a unit. It might prove useful. Multi-strike. That has potential, but not really with the units we currently have. I guess we can make a decent Morsel Master. Providing some additional backline damage. Is Wickstone anything that we're interested in? Yeah, on the Votivary. And let's give this Morsel Master a slightly higher stats. Spike Driver? You mean with permadeath? As long as you can give them Endless or something, that would work pretty well. And Spike Driver Colony could go crazy in this run, if we get it. Oh, we need to think about the Endless. Let's start with the Entombed Explosive, follow that up with Rector Flicker. Morsel Master all the way in the back for the damage. And then let's get some morsels. I think I want the attack, thank you. Let's keep using the Endless Tombs to solve our problems. And Trainseer can kill the Collector safely. And at this point I think we've pretty much won, so let's just use Lifesteal to cement our victory. Ooh, I forgot this was the High Priest to the Light. I am glad we managed to win without losing our Morsel Master here. That was pretty close. I need to pay attention to things like that. We can have another unit here. I'm not sure if I want to. Because these units are not that great. But I still think we can do it. Do we want another Umbra Assault? 2 might be too many. Let's take a Pack Morsels instead. And an Alloy Construct. That's a pretty good Gorge unit. Let's go to the right here. 2 units get 30 health and burn out 1. Friendly units can extinguish, apply armor 5 to the front friendly unit. These are both pretty tempting. Kind of like the Melting Spout better here. Another Morsel Master. We could double Morsel Master behind the Alloy Construct. As long as it works. Let's keep picking units. These cards. I kind of like having the hook, to be honest. It's solid as a big card removal. And we might need that in the battles to come. For now we are pretty much safe with our tombs. But that will change in the later floors. So, as always, we need to play the Entombed Explosive first. Ragdoll Flicker can go behind it. Right, because the Entombed Explosive only dies at the end of turn, we are not hitting the backliners with our units. Let's look at the morsels we can get here. Oh, these are very juicy. Let's set up the construct at the next floor and feed them some morsels. All the morsels. Most of the time, to be honest, I take neither. But I think I take Hook about as often as Trapdoor. This is the non-multi-striking Morsel Master, which is fine. Doesn't really matter that much. The bottom floor is mainly the floor we use to soften up enemies, and it will be our boss killing floor as well. It might not be, to be honest. Feed the construct. We have a lot of extra Ember next turn thanks to these rubble morsels, so I think I can give the construct some lifesteal without any worries. Votivary should go on this floor. I'm just contemplating whether it's where it belongs. It doesn't really matter. Let's play the Entombed Explosive again. Let's play the Votivary again. No morsels this turn, but that's fine. Range Yard on the top? No. That gives it a chance to get blown up by the bomb, which wouldn't be fun. Would be a problem. The amount of units in the deck is obviously a bit of a problem with the construct and drawing into morsels and stuff. Maybe we should use the explosives on this floor this turn to to tank the damage. Now, while I did like the votive key, I would also have liked the muscle generation from the other artifact. That would also have been very useful. No! I already played the morsel. Ah, big misplay. Big misplay. Ah, it requires... Oops. It requires constant attention to monitor this this votive key. We always need to play this unit first. Always, every single turn. What did I just say? Always play this first. I think from this point on I'm gonna take pretty much every morsel generating card we find. Almost made the same mistake again. No, I don't want to have 3 Ember Drain. Too much. Yeah, hold over on a Monster Generator would be amazing. I think I did it the other way around last time, but this should work too. Ooh, damage shields. Now there is no threat of bombs anymore, so I can safely play out the Train Steward. Not like I will need the Train Steward. Oh, molded works, yeah. Molded for the morsels, I didn't even think of that. Bounty Stalker. We have votive key. We want Bounty Stalker. Let's take a Morsel Maker. I think that works pretty well with the Alloy Construct. Now the question is, do I want Ember or do I want Capacity or Draw? Capacity would obviously be pretty helpful, but as long as we can't have multiple Endless units, it's not that great. With that many Endless cards, I might need Draw. We are going for the Merchant of Steel next floor, I think. This is tough. Yeah, who gets the key? That's the thing, yeah. I think it has to be Ember. Draw feels like our biggest weakness? Maybe. But I think Umbra is even more important right now. Multi-strike and burnout. This is gonna be our carry. Let's find Endless. Yes. Let's put Endless on one of the entombed explosives. So we can still keep using that while we are using the Bounty Stalker. And I just want extra stats on the construct. Because it's gonna be our second line of defense. And has an important job to do in that role. Wickless Tycoon, I think we can add that to our lineup. At this point, I think I'm not that worried about using immortal traits anymore. Reform could give us morsels, but I think I want to harvest more. The harvest is a pretty safe boss killer, or at least random artifact is very good, and I think we should go for that. What did I plan to do with the Wickless Tycoon? Put it on the bottom floor with the entombed explosive? Maybe. No. I think it goes on the top floor. With Endless, just in case. This is not the best setup ever. Let's get some morsels. Let's remove this guy. Let's get some morsels killed so we get some harvest. And let's also buff this multi-striking morsel master up. If we have a morsel maker in front, then that's gonna protect our Wickless Tycoon. Not like we can harvest a lot on the top floor, but you never know. There's our Bounty Stalker. We need to play it first every time. And Bounty Stalker obviously belongs on the bottom floor. And we have the construct for this floor. Yeah, you have a lot of garbage in the deck that you don't want to remove. That's very interesting. I wish I had space for the Votivary on the top floor. Bounty Stalker first. Toned Explosive second. Let's get some morsels. This guy needs more fuel. And we can play the Votivary on the top, so we get a harvest trigger. Okay. Sure. Make sure we always have enough fuel. These cards are all pretty bad, even the Engulfed in Smoke. I'm gonna skip. Cave-in, Gem Trove, Prism Retrieval. We can't really use Cave-in. Prism Retrieval might be pretty okay. But not much more than that. Although it's an enhance. Minus Ember cost enhance. It's so rare that it's gonna find the unit we want. We skip. The damage shields from the Gem Trove was also a consideration, I guess. Let's go for the relic here. Okay. This gave us so much more power right now. Now I kind of regret the Felt Remorse. Man, everyone costing 0 is a big deal. I don't really care about most of these units and their stats. The only thing I would actually care for is an Endless upgrade for more Extinguish interaction. I do care somewhat about the Mortal Master. And let's reroll for Endless. You know what? Fine, we'll take another multi-strike. Yeah, that's a good call. Just upgrade the priority unit, so whatever you play has enough health to survive being on the floor for a turn or two by itself. Sour of Sorrow has Sweep, and non-boss enemy units enter with spikes 4. I think we can do it without losing any units. We just need to be careful about it. Bounty Stalker first. Rector second. Morsel Master on this floor. We might need that later, but we will never draw into it again. So I'll just use it here to remove one of these guys, so we have a less threatening bottom floor here. Bounty Stalker certainly is helpful. We can't play Morsel Master yet. And I think I never want to play Morsel Master until very late in the game. This Clip Guardian is a problem. But I guess we solved this problem by playing Bounty Stalker on a different floor this turn. And we also need to play another unit here. Construct goes here either way, so... This is a Harvest trigger. And we keep the Morsel Master in the deck. Not really. Morsel Master goes here. Ooh, this top floor is scary. I think more Votivary has to go there. These Magma Morsels will just kill themselves. But they will at least take down this Sycophant, so... It's not that bad. This Muscle Master is about to die though. But I guess we can save him by clever use of Votivary. Or with the right muscles. Like a Magma Muscle would do it. Bounty Stalker first. Even better, we can play the Votivary first. Votivary can tank the hit and then still attack back. And I guess we want damage shields on this guy. Here on the top everything is okay, we don't need to intervene there. Let's play the Magma Muscle on the bottom. Might as well have one on the top. These are actually 2 more harvest triggers for gold. We don't have room for another morsel, so might as well not play that. We want Rector Flicker to kill the Disciple Protector so Bounty Stalker can hit the Sour of Sorrows for full damage. We also have this Tomb, which is another 50 damage. And Votivary on the top floor for another Harvest trigger. That looks fine. Rector Boss Killer, doing good work. Yeah, Commemorative Spike makes it much easier to use our construct. Sacred Wicks will be 2 random morsels, so... No, not really interesting. Subsuming Blade... no. Let's skip. Grovel. Damage shield might be actually pretty useful sometimes. Ember Cash Cannibalize isn't bad either. With endless units sometimes. I kind of like the Grovel. So, for unit upgrades we are mostly looking for Endless. The Wickless Tycoon could use some, but I think I really want the Conceal Cavern. Let's take a look. Yeah, this is not helpful. We could have taken the Bone Shine, I guess, to get some healing, but I doubt we'll need it. Grovel with damage shield 2, is that really worth spending that much gold? I doubt it. I will cost reduce it and then we reroll. Consume removal, not necessary. Might as well. It's not like we're drawing into it over and over again. You know what? Let's consume remove the pack morsels. We are going for capacity after Fell. So, I think the removals go on the Shade Splitter. At least one of them. And probably the Immortal Trade at this point. It's not really necessary in any way. Holdover would be good, yeah. I think Rector once again wants to be on the bottom floor. If this dies, it's +2 +10. If we let it live, it's +5 +5. Also, I think I want to have the Endless on a explosive this turn. Well, if the explosive is in the front, we can't really use the Morsel Miner to feed. Can't really feed the Morsel Miner to the Rector Flicker. So we instead get the Harvest from the Morsel Miner. Second floor is gonna be the Construct with some nice fuel. And Drag is not gonna get played because... Oh! That's how it works. The commemorative spike, the morsels it spawns, they actually take up the votive key because it's the first unit summoned. This one in particular, but because it's cardless, it can't gain endless. So it doesn't have endless, but it still takes up the votive key. Which is obviously slightly annoying. This is already endless. I think we want to kill everyone here. If at all possible. We might need the Entombed Explosive on the bottom floor though. If we want to play Wickless Tycoon, it needs to be endless, I think. Probably best just not to play it altogether. No, I think we can play it. Yeah, let's just get rid of him. The Clip Guardian. We will take 5 damage to the Clip Guardian here. This is already endless, yeah. Now we can start using the Bounty Stalker to take care of these bottom floor units. Tombed Explosive goes to the top. And I guess we just add Morsel Master for some extra damage. This guy's endless, so he can be in front. And this engine is working very well. This guy is getting fuel, getting stats. Just at a very nice rate. This one is for the harvest. Might as well get some morsels for more harvest triggers here on the bottom floor, and well, this will get eaten by the Entombed Explosive, but that's fine. Play the Bounty Stalker on the bottom floor again. Let's play a morsel. Lifesteal. It will get killed by the Master of Light. Okay. The Endless crew is complete. Why do I play this on the front? I could use the morsels. Oh well. Okay. Going well. Reg, Wax and Spike, Formless Child. I think at this point we can just add more non-priority units to our deck without it being a problem. Let's go for the dupe. Friendly units and always lifesteal, yeah. That's useful. Let's get some coins. And a second Bounty Stalker is gonna be very hard to use because it won't have Endless. That's a problem. Let's take a second Endless Explosive. Final Harvest upgrade and on to the 7th fight. How many units do we currently have in the deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 units so far. Heaven Seal. Well, we have our Bounty Stalker. As soon as we draw him, the game is over. For normal units. And we draw him first. Which is actually a problem because of the commemorative spike. Well, this sucks. We can't play Bounty Stalker. We literally can't play it. And that means it will take ages until we draw back into it. Uh-oh. I didn't think about that interaction in time. Endless on the construct is actually fine. This is 8 damage. Sure, we can take 8 damage. I'm pretty happy we took that claw. It has proven to be pretty useful. This will give us back a morsel. Everyone else is already endless, or just isn't expected to die. I do want to get the kills on the bottom floor. I will play the Entombed Explosive all the way in the back so it goes off last. And I will have the Votivary kill one of these guys. Plus 100 health this turn. Let's see what monsters we have. I think Lifesteal is the best one for the construct. It also kills this Wild Wings, which is nice. And this guy can have all the leftover monsters. I think we no longer want the Formless Child to be around. Although these Magma monsters with 44 attack are kind of interesting. Let's use multiple Entombed Explosives. We still have the Endless this turn. Let's put the Magma Morsel on this floor. Oh, I should have played the Morsel Maker first. I think we'll be fine even without that. This is another Harvest trigger, that's worth it. No monsters in this hand. I might want to use a unit on this floor. Let's start out with an Entombed Explosive here on the bottom, that's always gonna happen. Guess another Explosive on this floor, just to protect the Morsel Master. And then let's get another Harvest here. Still want to preserve the health of this guy. Good thing we got an easy kill here. Bad thing, we didn't get a single Extinguish trigger on our Bounty Stalker. The Bounty Stalker didn't die, we just had it in our first hand and couldn't play it. Weakless Recruitment, Memories of the Melted, Engulfed in Smoke. Memories of the Melted is a huge amount of Ember, but we have nothing to do with it. I'll take an Engulfed in Smoke. We do have the Ember for it, and I think at this point I'm also taking an Excavation Eruption. And let's go for one final dupe. Let's take some Pyre Health, let's look at the relics. Mask of Penumbra is extra draw, I really like that. Kratos Quill is not bad against the Seraph, but we have so few spells. Infinite Ember, anyone? Capacity on the middle floor, extra upgrade slots. So juicy. You know what? I will take the extra upgrade slot. And I will use it to give quick to my construct. So it protects itself very well. I will give some damage shields to the Tycoon, as well as some health, and then reroll. don't be in our opening hand. No, you know what I do? We won't have both of them in the opening hand, right? We'll just have... We just need one of them to not be in the opening hand and we are okay. At this point, I don't really want to remove anything. Certainly not a unit. Not a Shade Splitter because it's actually a draw for us from the Mask of Penumbra. So I guess we buy these upgrades. Extra damage on these multi-striking Morsel Masters? Yeah. Extra health on the Wickless Tycoon, who might sometimes be in front. Actually, maybe extra health on the Votivary. And then let's fight Seraph. I'm so happy I duped the Bounty Stalker. Two Vengeful Shards in the opening hand in a 30 card deck. It's pretty unlucky. Yeah, I guess I have to consume that one. If I want to use it. And I do. I very much do. This is the Endless one. Lifesteal. It's not really necessary. Let's use it for a Harvest trigger. Harvest. That's how they are called. Why was the draw so weird? I was worried I burned my Bounty Stalker by accident, but for some reason the priority draw goes on top of the Endless. I guess Construct needs to go on the top, but first we need to play our other units. I think we leave these alive and focus on the bottom floor right now. Bounty Stalker first. We play the Self-Mutilation, Alloy Construct on the top, it will immediately eat, so it gets enough power to deal with these. Does it? That's only 80 damage. It's enough to kill the Gilded Wing, but not enough to kill the Purifier as well. So let's hit the Gilded Wing pretty hard so we can actually kill the Purifier as well. Let's play out the Self-Mutilation. Let's use Bounty Stalker on the bottom floor, in the back. Morsel Master can go behind the Construct, so we can actually take out the Light Wings. Entombed Explosive is already endless. Set up this middle floor. I think we should be able to keep our Wickless Tycoon alive. Bounty Stalker first. Let's finish this top floor up with all the morsel generators we can find. And the bottom floor is already taken care of, so let's help this Wickless Tycoon stay alive a bit easier. What do I have left? I think I can play a Train Steward in the back here. Bounty Stalker first, because it kills everyone. Although, I could have dealt the chunk of damage to Seraph. But we are not going for score here, so... I kinda wanna get rid of the Steel Pulley Claw now. So let's do that. We're taking 5 damage because this guy has a Extinguish trigger, but that's okay. Doesn't bother me. Oh, we want the big hits first. Well, it doesn't matter because the Bounty Stalker takes out everything by himself anyways. And let's generate some gold, because why not? And there we are. A final fight against Seraph, which we easily win. We didn't lose a single unit the entire run, so we have a lot of units left in the deck. Now comes the hard part, counting the units. That's also a nice call. So, we have 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 units in the deck. I tied with Narninian and you? Wow. We're all tied with 22 units. Wow. That's pretty solid. I was a bit worried when I saw Melting Remnant, but then with the Votive Key as the first relic, seems good. It was possible. I skipped... Did I skip? I think I skipped 1 unit. I felt like I skipped a unit or a dupe at some point, but I'm actually not sure anymore. You know what? Let's check this real quick. Yeah. Just want to look at the map again. So... we did go to the left here, picked up a Morsel Master. Here we went to the right. We could have gotten a unit here or from the Umbra banner. We did go to this Remnant banner. There was a chance that this Conceal Cavern had a unit. Although it's very unlikely. Because... there are only very few ways to get units from Conceal Caverns. We did go to this Conceal Cavern. We did go to this Dupe and Conceal Cavern, and we did go to this Dupe. So yeah, unless I skipped the unit draft, actually, then like got offered some spells and a unit and picked a spell. But I don't think I did. So I assume most of our decks will look somewhat similar. Oh. Nate got Endless on the Bounty Stalkers and could just go ham with duping them. No burnout though. Which made them a lot smaller. But still. 3 of them? That's solid. 1, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11, 9, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 indeed. Shadow Eater, okay. I mean, yeah. We didn't really have AoE or anything. Cannibalize, I can totally see that. I considered that as well. Subsuming Blade, I just thought it was a bit too late and too inconsistent to draw it, so I didn't pick it. And as you can see, it only dealt 17 damage by the end, so I'm not sure if it was really worth it for Nate. And Non-Ninian. That's a large deck. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So yeah, we all ended up with the with the same amount of units. Ah, you were killing your bounty stalkers with the subsuming blade. That makes sense. I guess if you have endless bounty stalkers, then the cannibalize becomes a lot better as well. Because you can get rid of the bounty stalkers whenever you need. So I was the only one who didn't go for endless on the bounty stalkers, huh? And apparently I was also the only one picking up the Pyrestone housing to give another multi-strike to the bounty stalkers. But you probably just didn't have enough gold for that with not taking the trial on the 7th fight. But yeah, pretty similar decks. We all went for Wickless Tycoon, we all went for Morsel Masters and Morsel Maker, I think. Morsel Maker, 2 Morsel Masters, yes. We obviously all went for the Bounty Stalker, we all went for the 3rd Entombed Explosive. Nope, Non-Ninian went for a Draft instead. We all went for the Formless Child. Well, it was the only unit in that pick, so... And we all went for the Wickless Tycoon. Yeah. That was a pretty straightforward run in terms of picks, but very interesting in terms of gameplay. In the actual fights, I think. Okay.